I started riding in July of 1974. My folks had moved that year, so I started my senior year 2 weeks late. And third quarter was coming towards an end, and they let me take some tests, and I was gone. When I first went there, I didn't know anything about that. I rode horses, but I didn't know anything about the racetrack. I liked riding horses, and it was the one thing, I thought I could best make a living at.
Being a jockey is a very tough job. You're an athlete. He wasn't just like the other guys. He had something a little different, as the good athletes do. Not only does size matter, but strength and your absolute ability matters.
There's times you got nervous, maybe the pressure a little bit, but once some gates opened up, you just got to play the ball, play it how it comes up, and go from there.
His riding style was different from others, but that, I think, is one of the reasons he succeeded.
My success come later in life, which was good. I rode for 10 years before I kind of went to another level in my career. I ran the 1990 Haskell and win the Hawthorne Gold Cup.
And Elite Lady and Tim Ducey going on to score here in the Donna Reed. Elite Lady.
I was leading rider in Omaha. That was my first big thing because I grew up in Iowa and my folks lived close to there, and it was kind of like the hometown. And it was the first big place I was ever lead rider. I won the Cornhusker there, and that was like my first big stake. And it was at home, and it meant a lot. A major accomplishment was Terry. I met her at the racetrack, so that was my biggest one.
I just took care of all the work for him, and I managed the home life.
And all I ever had to do was ride. She took care of the business part. I was galloping out after a workout, and the outrider was chasing a loose horse the wrong way, and him and I were coming on the point of a turn, and we had a head-on collision.
I got the phone call from a trainer, and he told me that Tim had been involved in a head-on. I just assumed it was a head-on.
Hindsight, looking at it now, it was a split-second thing that happened. It was traumatic.
And then when he was giving me the details, and it just kind of put it all together, I was told that his ankle was broke, so.
Broke pretty much everything from my kneecap to my toe.
Well, it's going to affect him forever because, a lot of bones were broken and a lot of healing, and he's a lot older than he was 20 years ago.
He's still working on it. It's a work in progress. He still works out, and after all of his surgeries, he went to physical therapy, which was his job, and it's still healing.
His career he didn't decide for his career to end that day. God did, the accident did. So I think Mr. Ducey would have ridden many more years.
I don't know, at the time I thought I'd go till I was 60, which I just turned. Looking back, it was probably getting time to quit anyway. I'd gotten to ride 35 years, so.
But through that, Mr. Ducey was able to retire probably younger than he was expecting to. He's actually, he's grabbed life and enjoyed his retirement. Even though he was forced, it's really brought Mr. Ducey's personality and his friendship even closer because he doesn't have to continue to race in that career.
Everything happens for a reason, they say, and life's good right now, and I'm enjoying the retirement.
Absolutely love spending time with Tim, which we've never gotten to do on a year-round basis, and just doing basically whatever we want to do now.
The racing industry was glad Mr. Ducey came around, and so was I. But through the years of being in the horse racing industry, you hear the big names, Pat Day and Willie Shoemaker and Eddie Arcaro. And Tim Ducey definitely is in that club because there's not a lot of riders that's won 5,000 races. That's a fantastic achievement for a little guy from Nebraska who thought he was the right size to ride horses and thought he'd try that.